Flosstube, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome, because I know it has jumped a couple the last few days. I hope you enjoy what I have to show and you will subscribe and come back next time. You returning subscribers, welcome back. Firstly, I will make an apology. I should have done this video on Sunday, but to be honest with you, I wasn't well enough. I've had a really weird headache. I suffer migraines and I suffer headaches all the time, but this one, it wasn't so much painful, but it was like right in the front of my head, and it didn't matter what I took for it, it did not go. Today I think is the first day I've actually felt just a little bit of relief, so I know it's still there, but I can cope with that better than I have done the last few days. So I apologize that it's late. I'm getting around to that now. So this is Flosstube number 57. It's thrown me off, you know, being late, so forgive me. I will muddle through this as best I can. Last week I chose not to do the weekly challenges for the groups. To be honest, I'm glad I didn't, because the way I felt on Saturday, I would never have caught up if I hadn't have done it before then anyway. So I don't know. Perhaps I knew. Anyway, I didn't. So the only challenges I've really done this past week is the monthly ones for Full Coverage Fanatics Bookshelf Challenge. And they're the only real cross stitches I've touched. So that is 4. Yeah, I've only touched 4 projects this past week. So I am just going to dive straight in and crack on with it. So the first one. Yeah, we'll go backwards, it's fine. The first one I touched this week, as you all know, I'll take it out of its Polly Pocket because the sun's out and you can tell it's bright in here anyway. So it's the Amy Stewart's Mini Amazing Animal Kingdom, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And this one I've been kind of going extreme cross country on, just because it's only a mini and it's not so hard to do that. She's clawing the wallpaper earlier. Luna, you're so naughty. Anyway, this is where I am. It's coming along so well now. I'm thoroughly enjoying doing this one. This has had, hang on, this is for the Stitch Around Iceland yearly challenge for Full Coverage Fanatics, and at the end of the year I will have completed 76,720 stitches, which I think goes over. I don't think there's enough stitches on this to finish that, but I'll work that out when it comes to it. Sorry, the light keeps changing. I've actually done 15,744 since January, so I'd already got some done from last year. So I've been filling in a lot of these browns. I think, yeah, and the creamy colour. Peach, not cream, peach. Yeah, a lot of this. It's doing amazingly. You can well see that killer whale down the bottom here now. Still thoroughly enjoying that one. I am keeping up because I've worked out how many stitches I need per week to complete the Stitch Around Iceland. I've completed 2 more destinations in Iceland on my sheet. So I'm now up to, I've just completed number 12, I think. I haven't marked it off on here, but I have on there. See, number 12 out of, how many was there? 72 destinations. So there's 12. I'm down to 60. We will just keep plodding along with that one. The next, yeah, we'll go with that. No, not that. We're going backwards. Stand up. I never have much luck with my stuff. It falls over, it flops everywhere, and just, let's put that there for 1 second. Oh yeah. Just wondering why I got 2 cover sheets. It isn't. One of them shows you all the pages. Anyway, this is World of Disney 4. This is from Xana's Cross Stitch on Etsy. And I would say Ellie's stitching it with me. She's kind of taken a big break. But she is doing schoolwork and stuff now, although they're not sending very much. So she's working on it. She's in biology at the minute. Okay. This one, by the way, that mini Amazing Animal Kingdom for Kelly, stitched on 25 count, 1/1, full cross. This one is stitched on 25 count. Yeah, it is. It's 25 count. I just get confused because these blocks are 20 by 20 instead of 10 by 10. Anyway, this is where I am. I'm trying to keep the light off so it doesn't. And I'm just down to a few more stitches now to fill in to complete that border. Tell you what, we'll go this way. Get the light on it instead. Sort of. So yeah, you can see there's still a few stitches, but it's filling in quite nicely. So for full coverage fanatics, that is the Da Vinci Code. That needs 4,890 stitches. We're already halfway through March and I've only done 1,062, but the last few days has been really hard, so I haven't touched anything. So I'm hoping that today it stays where it is and I can focus and try and catch up a bit now. It's horrible when you feel ill for a few days because you fall so far behind. You have all these plans, your weekly stitches to complete, a certain prompt, and it never pans out when you're ill. So that's that one. Then this one, oh, hey, if you can hear Riley, I do apologise. His bedroom is right above my head and he's playing with his toys. Anyway, this one, Disney Villains, also from Etsy and also from Xana's Cross Stitch. I always leave all links to all projects, whether I've shown them or not. All of my projects are linked in the description box. If they're not there, it's because there is no longer a link, like Riley's Avengers Endgame one. It's not there anymore, so if there's no link, there isn't one anyway. But I will put them all down below. So I'm up in this corner at the minute. I've been doing such a lot of black. And I've actually quite enjoyed doing it that way, to be honest. This is also stitched on 25 count. This is the 20 by 20 block as well again, but you can barely see the pink squares just because I washed it because the fabric was a little stiff. So this is where we are. I don't know where I was the last time I showed you guys. I tell you, it's thrown me completely, being kind of taken off my feet for a couple of days, but I've been filling in with a bit of peach. It looked a bit pink, but it's not. A bit of peach. I have an absolute ton of 3865 to do in that edge border, and I'm not looking forward to that because it just kind of blends in with this. Anyway, it's 1/1 full cross, and I've just been, as you can tell, I've not quite finished that thread. I've been enjoying doing all the black. There's a ton more here because Cruella de Vil is here and her cloak or whatever is black and white, so oh yippee, more white. But anyway, I've left it on the hoop just because I've got catching up to do on quite a lot of my projects, to be honest. So let's move that. And because I've not felt so well, I haven't done as much as I probably would want to. I mean, I've only touched 4 projects. Normally I can touch 5, 6 maybe. But anyway, is my thingy in there? Yes, it is. The last one I'm going to show you is my other BAP, which is Amy Stewart's Supersize Once Upon a Fairy Tale. I did not choose max colour for this. I've never chosen a max colour and I don't think I ever will. It sounds like a lot of, yeah, confetti. I mean, it's confetti enough as it is without adding extra confetti. So, I meant to say to you, the Disney Villains one I've just shown you, I need 3,040 stitches for this month for the Full Coverage Fanatics Bookshelf Challenge, Murder on the Orient Express. I've read that book and I still possess it. It's an amazing book. Yeah, this one, don't fall over. It's still in its case. I'm thinking about buying a bigger frame. You know, the big floor stand frames. I'm thinking of doing that, just because then getting it in and out of its case, well, not necessarily getting it in and out of its case, but I zip it up when I'm not working on it, so I have to unzip it, fold it over, stand it up and all sorts. Anyway, this one, I am using it for Full Coverage Fanatics 21,000 in 2021, and also the monthly bookshelf challenge for the book called Rebecca. So for Rebecca, it needs 4,160 stitches. Whoops, I knew that was going to get in the way. I tried to move it. Anyway, sort of better, sort of not. It's still a lot of filling in, and there's like a few stitches here, a few stitches there, you know how it is. But I don't actually know what I worked on last week. The last few days have just been like a blur. Anyway, I did 845 stitches. Doesn't seem a lot, but I'm so looking forward to finishing these few pages. I think it's page 4, 5, 6 and 7, I think. But it's coming along really, really nicely. The details are starting to show through like this. It's a little face in the rock. And there's a little fairy. It's starting to look really good. So I'm looking forward to finishing those few pages. And so far, for the 21,000 stitches, I've done 8,385. That's actually not too bad. Now I say it like that. 8,000. I don't think I'm going to have any trouble meeting 21,000, do you? Anyway. That is all for cross-stitching this week. I've gone really warm all of a sudden. But the last time I spoke to you guys, I said I was working on Taz for my graphghan. And I said I was going to try and finish it by Sunday. Well, I made that. I made that before Saturday. So, if you're interested. Here is Taz. Really? Look at that. The only thing I will say is that the light, let me move across. These are bright white and this is like a very cream. You can just tell the difference in the light it's in, but close up you can tell the difference. So although it looks all white, it isn't. And how fabulous did he turn out? And I even put his whiskers on. Look at this. When it's Tunisian, yeah, whatever. Tunisian simple stitch, they create squares, so to speak, so you can kind of cross stitch on them, which means I can back stitch. So I knew when I chose Taz I wasn't going to have any trouble doing his whiskers. As you can tell, I have a ton of ends to sew in, which I also have to do on my Tweety Pie yet. But there is Taz all completed. I'm so excited.
You have to make him into a cushion.
She wants me to make it again, Taz, and make it a cushion for her. The colour changes drove me nuts on that one alone. Especially when he came to his teeth, he'd have white, black, and then he'd have a bit of red because you could see inside his mouth, and then it's white, black, and then brown. So, I have already chosen my next one. I haven't started him yet. I've been sorting out the colours. And I've got to go through my box upstairs, but I haven't had the energy or the patience to do it the last few days, so I'll probably do that this afternoon, sort out the colours. But I've chosen Marvin the Martian. I haven't got the picture here with me, so I hope you know who I'm on about, but he was someone that was he was a cartoon from when I was really small, and I used to love it. So I still haven't decided on my final 9, because I think I've got 12 patterns. When I sat there the other day with them, it was a choice for the next one. It was a choice between Marvin the Martian, Bugs Bunny or Sylvester. I think those 3 are going to be a definite in my final 9. But anyway, I have thoroughly, although it drove me nuts, the colour changes, I have thoroughly enjoyed doing it. And I am so excited to get on to Marvin the Martian next. I'm excited to finish the blanket. It just can't come quick enough. There's not enough hours in the day. I try, but just the kids want me, and then, you know, I try to get on with some stitching and I keep getting shouted, and it was my choice to have them at home, so I have to live with that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and a special thank you to Robin. Bless her, she messaged me yesterday. She said she noticed I hadn't put a video up and she was asking if everything was okay. Yes, I'm okay, I'm good, I'm getting there. It wasn't a pleasant few days, but I think we're out the other side of it now, so bless you. Thank you so much, Robin, that meant the world to me. And to all of you watching my videos, thank you so much. Take care, stay safe, things are still carrying on, and I will see you. I'm going to try and get a whip and chat up for tomorrow. If I don't, I won't. We'll see how things kind of pan out from now. It's took me long enough to get this done, so take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.